Americans by the middle of March.
This country has gotten bloated and fat and disgusting and incompetently run.
Speaking at his first cabinet meeting of his second term, President Trump had Elon Musk detail plans for the Department of Government Efficiency, or DOGE.
If the job is not essential or they're not doing the job well, they obviously should not be on the public payroll.
Musk says he still believes DOGE can save $1 trillion in government spending. That, he says, will require $4 billion of savings a day. At the White House, Jared Halpern, Fox News.
Speaking of being laid off, more Americans filed first-time unemployment claims last week, 242,000, a 10% increase from the prior week. However, the number of people still collecting jobless benefits declined slightly to 1.86 million. Two Americans well known online are coming home from Romania, where they still face criminal charges.
Andrew Tate and his brother Tristan Tate, both online influencers with millions of followers, have been allowed to return to the U.S. after a travel ban against them was lifted. The brothers, who are both dual U.S. and British citizens, are charged with forming a criminal gang to sexually exploit women. They were arrested in Romania in 2022 with 2 women, and all 4 were formally indicted last year. They all deny the allegations. The conditions surrounding the release of the Tates, who are avid supporters of President Trump, are not clear. Romania's anti-organized crime agency says prosecutors received a request to allow them to leave the country, but did not say who made the request. Tanya J. Powers, Fox News.
On Wall Street, stock futures are now mixed after President Trump posted on Truth Social a short time ago tariffs that were delayed for Mexico and Canada imports will go into effect next Tuesday. I'm Dave Anthony, Fox News.
Lawrence County depends on WDXE News, on the air since 1951. This is The Legend. 105.3, 95.3, WDXE.
Well, we have made it all the way a whole week. And it's time for the Quick Mart Hour.
Why, yes, it is.
With Keith and Kevin minus Kevin. No, minus Keith. Minus Keith.
Yes.
Add
We're
Kevin.
running a skeleton crew today.
Minus Keith, add Kevin. Whatever.
Maybe John will show up.
He'll show up in a little bit.
Oh, yeah.
John Huntley will be in here maybe a little bit. He's always late.
Well, you know, he doesn't own an alarm clock, apparently.
He don't. I was late this morning getting on the air.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I was here on time, but then I had a little fumble, and so I wasn't on the air when I normally sign on. But it wasn't too bad. So anyway, we got.
Anybody miss you?
No, not really. Oh my gosh! Well, here's the deal. I'm being text messaged this morning by my son-in-law.
Okay. He checking on you? Say he missed you.
Yeah, he did, didn't he? Yeah. Anyway, I'm looking for. I think I'd like to find some mini donkeys.
Well,
those miniature donkeys.
Are you gonna get like a little miniature wagon and ride around on it?
No, I just want them for pets.
Oh,
little miniature donkeys.
You don't. What about the miniature horses?
No, I don't want the mini horses. I want the miniature donkeys.
Okay.
And we'll put them with the mini goats.
You got mini goats?
No.
Oh, so you're looking for mini not mini dog.
Well,
mini
not
donkeys and mini goats.
We don't really have many goats.
So you just have a mini farm?
Yeah, I have a mini farm.
Well, cool.
So anyway,
cool.
I'm looking for mini donkeys.
All right.
Little bitty mini donkeys.
Mm-hmm. Like the Chihuahua size, or
yeah, tiny boogers.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. I don't know what good a mini donkey would
be.
Donkey.
Anyway, it is the Quick Mart Hour.
You paint yourself green. You could be Shrek. You can be Donkey and Shrek.
Yeah. Yeah, that would work well. I would make a good Shrek.
Yeah.
As a matter of fact.
Did you hear that, Shrek? She called me a steed. A steed.
Eddie Murphy was funny in that movie.
Yes, he was.
That donkey was funny. That whole movie, all those movies were pretty funny.
Yes.
My kids liked them, for sure. But anyway, I want to remind everybody that you are listening to the Quick Mart Hour here on this Thursday morning. Mm-hmm. And I've got Kevin in the house with me, and Keith is on a journey somewhere.
Yeah, he told us where he had to go.
I forget where he said he was going to some kind of...
nudist colony or something like that.
Some kind of nudist, nudist colony.
You imagine him at a nudist colony.
Some kind of...
scooter trash meeting or something. I don't know exactly what he had to go do, but he had a meeting. Today was supposed to be our final weigh-in.
But it ain't going to happen.
It ain't going to happen, which is probably good, because I didn't do too good this week. Yeah, I ate horribly.
We're going to have to punt.
Yeah. And then he's gone. He's on his boat ride next week, right? So
Yeah.
he won't be here next week.
So next week, so we got 2 weeks to get it
2
together.
weeks. Yeah.
We got 2 weeks to see
To,
how far we can go.
I got to find that do-it-yourself fat suction kit or whatever.
Liposuction?
Yeah. I got to get that ready.
Okay.
Well, at least he's going to be on the boat, and he's going to be in the library, like he always says. So he'll probably be eating and not exercising.
No.
So that gives us a chance. So
In the library.
in the library.
He goes on a cruise and sits in the library.
Yes, he does. That's what he says.
You
now.
know, he's a strange bird anyway.
No, not at all.
No, not at all.
Everybody gets on the boat and sits in the library.
Hey, while I'm thinking about it,
Okay.
I want to remind everybody that, Quik Mart has something fresh cooked up every day, all day.
They sure do.
And you can go in there and get your snacks, your drinks. The selection of drinks is just endless, right? Fountain drinks or cold drinks, any way you want them. And, of course, they've got, depending on which Quik Mart you go to, you might find any variety of plate lunches or food or what have you. And, of course, they'll even take orders. And, of course, we're trying to get this app up. Have you worked on the app yet?
I still haven't tried the app. We order off the app.
You can order off the app. I think they're getting the kinks worked out on that. That's
Okay.
coming up pretty soon.
Yeah.
And, of course, you got that great fuel. And, of course, we will at some point today give away a $25 gift card, even though it's not here.
That's right. You have to be patient on it.
We'll put your name on the list and make make Keith do it when he gets back. But,
That's right.
But with or without his permission, we'll do that after a while. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We'll take qualifiers for something for somehow.
Yeah, we got to figure out what we're going to do, though, because there's only 2 of us. So all I can, want us to read trivia questions.
We won't worry about a contest. We'll just take some qualifiers and do a giveaway. We'll figure it out.
Yeah, we'll do something.
We'll
yeah.
figure it out. Well, you said you brought some leftovers. What'd you got?
I brought. Well, some
And
of
when
his,
I say
some of his-
leftovers, I'm
well,
not
yeah.
talking about food.
No food. Just leftover facts and stuff like that. We got to come up with content for today since we don't have him to talk about nose blindness and stuff like that. So.
Yeah, I was playing with this the other day. We'll get to that.
Okay.
Official. Did you ever do CB radio?
My dad did.
Did you? You did. Did you ever talk on?
Yeah, a little bit. And we've had them, off-roading and stuff. We've used them that way.
Do you know your CB 10 codes?
Well, when Smoking the Bandit 10100 was, it's better than a 10200.
Well, a 10100.
That's a break, right?
A 10100 is personal reasons.
Oh, okay. So I had that wrong then.
Yeah. A 10200 is police needed at.
Oh, okay.
Okay. But now some people said a 10200 was a trip to the toilet.
Well, that's the way it was on the movie. Remember,
Yeah.
they're going through there, and she said, "I think that was a Smokey back there."
10100.
He said, "Yeah, he was taking a 10100." And she
Oh, okay. That's a personal reason.
Yeah.
Okay.
He was using the bathroom on the side of the road.
Yeah.
So that's why the 10200 was come
Yeah.
up like that.
Can you think of any more that you remember?
No, I cannot. And the only reason I remember that is because it's in the movie.
Okay. Well,
So,
you know
is
10-4.
Well, yeah. So that's one. That is actually a
Yeah.
okay.
10-4 is okay. Acknowledge. Good. 10-4, good buddy.
Yeah. Well, yeah. See,
You know.
I did know another one.
You
I
know
didn't know.
another
I didn't know I knew another one.
You know what a 20 is? A 10-20.
10-20. That is your. Is that the location?
That's your location.
Yeah, I do remember Dad hollering out, "What's your 10-20, good buddy?"
What's your 20 there, buddy? What else? Let's see. We'll look at a 10-50 is accident. I'm on a 10-50. Had an accident.
Well,
I didn't make the 10-100.
oops.
I don't know. I could have gone
So
all day.
you was a big CBer then?
I could. No, not really.
Oh.
I just ran across. See this? I ran across this whole thing.
Okay.
And this was a little sponsored thing, evidently, from way back when, from the Taylor Provisions Company in New Jersey. They put this out.
Joyzy.
They put that out. Compliments of. You had a little card there that give you the codes.
Nice.
How about that? That? Did you ever have a scanner and listen to this?
One time, yeah, but now, well, you listen to all the police frequencies and stuff, and you can listen to everything that's going on, but you can't do that no more, can you?
Not that I know of.
I think they have them. They're coded now, and you can't listen to them. Now I may be wrong about that, but
You have to be in a special position. I guess.
Yeah.
to do that.
Can't just,
We should see if we could apply.
to be a special position.
We should apply to be a reserve sheriff deputy or something like that, so we could have a scanner in here and a radio.
We tell everybody what's going on.
We could tell everybody what's happening.
Well, sheriff's got a show. We talk to him about it. Can't we?
Thinking of that. Years ago, this station, when there was a fire in town and the siren would go off, this station, you could tune into this station and they would tell you, and they would always follow up with, "Don't follow the fire trucks." They would tell you where.
Really?
Yeah. I remember that vaguely. I do. I hope somebody else. Maybe, by the way, the phone lines are open if you want to play with us, 766-9393, or you want to rescue us.
Oh, that too.
That too. But seriously, the in downtown, the fire alarm would go off, and it would be like the big siren.
So like a tornado sound, a big loud.
Yeah.
I guess they call the volunteers in to come to the.
Yeah.
Okay.
Let's see if I'm right about that. Hey, good morning. I bet you know, don't you?
I'm here to rescue you. Not really, but there was a lady on West Gaines, and I don't know who it was. We lived on Waterloo Street, and I think it may have been when I was in college or before, but she kept everybody informed because she had something. She knew everything. It seemed like, with the fire, the police, and everything.
Yeah, yeah.
And there used to be a saying back then, telephone, telegraph, tell a woman.
Yeah.
She was one of those.
All right.
I thought I'd throw that out.
All right. Thank you. Hey, good morning. You're on WDXE with us.
Are you taking the qualifiers?
Well, I haven't yet.
Oh, okay.
But we're going to. You want me to go ahead and put you down?
Well, I can wait and I can try again. It don't matter.
Well, I'm going to go ahead and put you down. We'll take them along the way.
Okay, Gloria.
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 Yeah.
Hey, tell him that I really like the Christmas Gloria song better.
The what? Oh,
the Christmas song Gloria better.
Yeah, I think I do too. Of course, Keith, he can't sing a lick. So. All right. Thank you. Hey, good morning. How are you?
Good. How are you, Mr. Dale?
Just like a brand new road grader.
Let's go get a biscuit.
Yeah, you about to get one?
I'm fixing to go right now. Put me down if you don't care.
I'll put you down. Randy Weeks.
Yes, sir. Thank you. Y'all have a blessed day. Y'all keep doing what you're doing, man. Keep a smile on my face.
All right, buddy. Thank you, buddy. Hey, good morning. How are you?
Hey, good. How you doing?
Good. You want us to put you on the list?
Yeah, Tony Dick.
Tony Dick. We got you, bud.
All right, thanks.
Hey, good morning. How are you?
Hey, this is John Griffin. Put me down.
John Griffin, how are you, buddy?
Great. How you doing?
Good to hear from you, man.
All righty.
See you, bud.
Bye-bye.
John Griffin right there. We got him qualified, and
all right.
We can take two more somewhere along the way.
Yeah.
I didn't even have to say it. I didn't even have to
it's
say
automatically
it.
want to be in the show. I take it.
Hey, good morning. How are you?
I'm good.
Who am I going to put down?
Phyllis Dearmond.
Phyllis?
Yes.
Phyllis?
Dearmond.
Dearmond.
Yes.
Dermond.
Right.
Dearmond. Okay, I got you.
Thank you.
I spelled Phyllis terribly, but I got that. I hope you're writing these down.
I am. I got you back.
I got one more. Whom I got here?
Hey, Dale. It's Willard Chapman.
Willard Chapman. I got you, buddy.
All right, thank you.
Willard Chapman. All right. We're gonna have to get a bigger board.
Yep. Bigger dice or something.
Hey, good morning. How are you?
I'm good. Am I late on the qualifying?
Yeah, but what name anyway?
Jeff Kinslow.
Oh, buddy. You know what?
Yeah, and I was going to say, I do remember the sirens going off and announcing where the fires are and all that.
Yeah, they would announce that there's a fire at such and such address, and remember not to follow the fire trucks.
Yeah, and everybody did anyway.
And everybody jump in their cars and take off. Yeah, buddy. Let's go see the fire.
That's right. There's something going on.
Yeah. Let's see if somebody else wants to talk to us. Hey, we've already got our qualifiers, but we're still talking to people. You there? Hello? Hello, hello.
Hello.
Ain't nobody there. All right. Well, anyway, Dennis Tipper didn't even call. How about that?
Well, I'm surprised.
All right. Well, anyway, that just reminded me about those emergency calls.
So, did you ever follow the fire trucks?
No. When I was a real small kid, fire trucks scared me to death.
Oh, really?
I scared those sirens. There was something about it. They just scared the fire.
You didn't like the loud noise.
I didn't like to hear them. Anyway, I finally got over it, but I didn't like to hear those fire trucks. Hey, sweetheart, how you doing?
I'm fine. Y'all are the best I've ever heard. I can be half dead and you liven me up. I've had this old cold for 2 months and can't get rid of it.
Oh, my.
But I enjoy y'all so much. And, you tickle me to death. The simplest thing makes me laugh when I'm listening to y'all.
Well, you know what?
I was trying to qualify for the money you give away.
Well, let me tell you what I'm going to do. Miss Ann Davis, I'm going to qualify you for something else, okay?
Okay, you're a sweetheart.
All right, see ya.
Bye.
Yeah, Miss Annie, how about that?
Yeah. Oh, that's great. That's great.
All right. Mastering time management. Are you good at mastering time management?
I am not, probably.
Well, I got this little handy-dandy list of how to do it.
Well, you got to pass this along to me.
I will,
because I need help with that.
I'll pass it along to you. I'm gonna give you some hints here. But since we got people that want to talk to us,
let them talk.
Hey, good morning. How are you?
Well, Jeff, I think that you're talking about the announcing on the radio. I think back then they didn't have the communications and stuff that they got now. I think I actually use that for the volunteer fire department people that lots of them work regular jobs.
Yeah.
And when the fire come along, that was the way they communicated with them to where to go to and everything. The volunteer fire department.
That makes sense.
Yeah, they might be working at a factory or something, whatever, and tune the WDXE and they know where to go to.
That makes a lot of sense.
And that's what that was.
All right.
All right.
Thank you, man.
Have a good day.
Thank you.
Yeah, you hear the siren, jump in your car, and then listen to the radio and tell you where to go.
Hey, Big D, what are you doing?
Yeah, I was going to call trying to qualify for the pizza giveaway. And then my pizza's going to give away today.
Yeah, listen, I'm gonna put you down for a large triple meat pizza.
That'd be good. I like pizza. And I'm more about laughing. He needs part of it.
Well, I appreciate it.
I'd give him half of it.
All right.
See ya.
See you, man. He wants some pizza.
You never guess who that was, huh?
Yeah, I know exactly who that was.
I think everybody does.
Hey, good morning. How are you?
I'm good. WLX Facebook page still puts on accidents and all kinds of stuff, and then they tell you to avoid the area.
That is true.
Yeah.
That is true.
They're very good about that.
They're very good about letting you know that when there's an accident here or there and all that kind of stuff. They sure are. Yeah.
Yeah, it's helpful.
Yeah. Thank you.
Thank you
very much. Yeah, that's right.
Well, all right, just throw it down.
There's an accident in here.
It happens.
Anyway, I'm going to try to do some time management.
Okay.
Time management. First of all, the obvious, it says, number one, plan your day.
Well, sometimes that's hard to do because stuff happens.
But
you're probably right. You probably need to plan it.
You plan your day, but you don't plan your day that day. You need to plan your day the day before.
Oh, well, that's where I'm messing up then.
You can't get up and plan your day. It don't work very well. And listen, I've tried this a number of ways.
Okay, how do you do it?
I have tried not planning, and the day happens anyway.
Yeah, well,
okay. And it's going to happen. And I have planned in the mornings, and the day happens anyway. Okay. But when you plan in the evenings before you go to bed, at least review your plan as far as things you got to do, things you want to accomplish. It does seem to help. That way you get up, and the other thing is write everything you want to achieve in a day. Write it down.
Okay.
There's something mental that takes place if you write it down. Because now I'm terrible at that. I'm very bad at that. I'll think about all the things I want to do, and then I tax my brain trying to remember those things all day long.
Well,
what do I need to do?
That's kind of like the whole deal. You walk into a room, it's like, all right, well, when I come in here to get something.
Yeah.
And that's I have a lot of trouble with that during the day. Is like, all right, I was going to do this, and then there's this, I guess the squirrel mentality. This happens, and then you go over here, and then you start working on this, and then, wait a minute, I got to get back on this.
Or the phone rings.
Or the phone rings, or somebody walks in, or something happens.
Yeah.
But I can see where you planning it, writing it down.
If you write it down, write your goals on a physical piece of paper. Okay, so your goals may be a lot of things that you want to accomplish, but if you've written them down, and I've tried this over the years, it seems, and even what's funny is I've written, like have a sheet of paper of things that I want to accomplish, and I just sit down one day and I just write all these things out, and even dream things that I want to accomplish, and I have done that, and then forgot about the piece of paper. Just put it somewhere, folded in my book or my portfolio or whatever. It totes around with me, but I may not look at it again for weeks. And then I run across it, and okay, well, I did that. I scratch that off. And it's amazing how many things. Okay, I did a bunch of these things. And it was because somehow or other, I think there's some little mental click that goes in your head if you write it down that's different than just thinking about it. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Follow the 80-20 rule. You know what the 80-20 rule is?
No.
You never heard of the 80-20 rule?
80% or 20% of the time?
All right, listen. The 80-20 rule applies to a lot of things. 20% of your work will bring you 80% of your results. I'll give you another example.
Well, that don't make no sense.
It does make sense.
Oh, okay. Well, explain it to me then.
I can't.
If you only do 20% of the work, but it brings you 80% of the results, I don't understand how that works. I mean,
there's a lot of applications to that 80-20 rule. 80% of the things that get done are accomplished by 20% of the people.
Well, now I can understand that.
That's an 80-20 rule.
Yeah, I understand it that way.
That's an 80-20 rule. And if you think about your day and what you do, there's about 20% that really has a big lick effect. The rest of your day is kind of fluff.
Yeah.
So that 20% of effort really brings about 80% of the results. That's the deal.
Okay.
That's the deal, the whole deal, and nothing but the deal.
If you say so.
Don't make it hard. Just agree with me and go on. For
You're
heaven's
absolutely
sakes.
right.
Thank you.
So what's the whole purpose of giving 100% of the time? I mean, if you only
you may be one of those 20% people that are accomplishing everything.
Yeah. You're absolutely right.
Listen, we've all seen it. There's a job being done, and there's 100 people there to do it, but only 20 of them are actually working.
Well, now, I have worked places like that before.
You understand?
Yeah. The other 80% are all. That's what the 20% is the Indians, the rest of them is the Chiefs, and that.
So there you go. That's the 80-20 rule.
Yeah, that is exactly right there.
All right. And here's another one that's very difficult for us, I think.
All right.
Stop multitasking.
Stop multitasking?
Stop multitasking. Switching tasks significantly reduces your productivity. And I agree with that. If you stick with something and get it done and then go to the next thing, it works better.
Man, the way my stuff works, so I have to be able to do 2 or 3 things. Yeah,
you cannot really, even though you think you are, you really can't do 2 things.
I promise you I am.
You can't do 2 things at once.
Yes, you can.
How so?
Well, not necessarily. All right. Okay. See, my day, not here, but at my normal job or whatever, my real job.
Go to the real job.
Yeah, go to the real job. All right, I got a vehicle sitting there, and I have this vehicle I have to do like a taillight bulb.
Okay.
I have another vehicle over here who has to be programmed.
Yeah.
So I'll start the programming. While that's programming, I'll go over here and work on this vehicle and do this.
But you're still doing one thing at a time.
Well, I guess me physically, yes, I'm just doing one thing at a time.
Right.
I mean, I'm actually.
But you may have to wait on a part.
This.
I mean, you get this job started, and you realize you got to have a part. So you order a part. Well, you can't work on that right now.
Right.
Okay. So you have to go to this other task.
Right.
Okay. I understand that.
Okay.
I understand that. But anyway, just do one thing at a time and be smart about it. For heaven's sakes.
Quit arguing about it.
Focus on one task at a time. That's basically it.
Yeah.
Here's one that's hard for me. Remove all distractions from your environment.
Yeah, like a phone in your hand.
Phone in your hand. or some wiseacre that wants to come in and goose you while you're trying to work.
I don't know where that happens at.
Something like that. Oh, God.
He should have never let me know he was that goosey, you know?
Yeah, you should have. It was his fault, and altogether.
I can't help it now.
Now, here's the one that I really like. Item number 8 on my list of things for good time management.
All right.
When you're tired, take a nap.
Well, all right. What if I'm at work and I'm tired now?
Well, you got a lunch break, right?
Yeah. I got eat lunch during that time.
Well, you don't have to eat lunch. Trust me.
Oh.
Me and you could skip a lunch or two.
Well, I skipped breakfast already. I'm doing the fasting deal, you know. So when lunch gets here, you can't keep this beautiful figure up. You know, skipping 2 meals now.
Well, there's 2 things going on here.
You had to laugh at her when I said that.
There's 2 things going on here. You've got your beautiful figure, and you need your beauty rest.
Well, that's true. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying.
Mm-hmm.
I'm telling you. All right, so you're not going to take a nap. I'd
like to take a nap.
I've been guilty of that sometimes. Yeah.
A little power nap?
A little power nap, yeah. I sure have. And I'll have to say that it has helped a time or two.
Well, yeah.
But here's the thing. I mean, I get up early every day.
Right.
My days, listen, I mean, I should be coasting now. But I enjoy doing what I'm doing.
Right.
And I don't ever have less than a 12-hour day, period.
Mm-hmm.
Most time it's a 14-hour day.
Yeah. What time do you start?
Well, I sign on here. I sign on here at 6.
But you're on the trading post with Mark, so it's even earlier.
But I get in here a little early, so he does so about 5:45.
Mm-hmm.
So 5:45 I'm here,
right?
Usually, and so I'm a little bit with him, and then at 6, just at 6:05 I sign on here,
mm-hmm.
and then at 9 thereabouts I go do the real job, and usually not home before 5 or 6.
Just working yourself to death.
But I mean, it's if you enjoy what you're doing, though, it's not work.
Oh, okay.
I mean, I'm having fun. So now, sometimes I go earlier than that, and I have the advantage too of sometimes being able to take off during the middle of the day and go do whatever I want to do.
Okay, well, that helps.
You know, that kind of thing. So it's not like I'm just slaving all day.
Mm-hmm.
Nobody would believe that. But
he's just working himself to death.
But I'm working hard, yes. I'm getting things accomplished. That's it. On my time management. Oh, what happened here? Go away. Something went wrong. Let me do this again. I've lost what I was looking at. Let me try that.
Your time management?
Yeah, my time management.
It went out of time.
Don't want to spend a whole lot more time on this, but let me find a couple of those. This is one that a lot of us don't do right.
What's that?
It says, do the task you hate first.
I can kind of understand that.
Do the things you hate first.
I don't always do that, but a lot of times I will do that. I mean, just to get it done.
A couple more, and I'll quit on this because there's a whole list of them. But avoid negative people at all cost.
Now, I don't blame you for that.
Yeah.
Because negative people make a whole lot worse.
Oh, yeah. They can wear you out.
Yes.
Yeah. Negative.
Make a day a lot longer.
Yep. And, I like this one, too. Avoid all unnecessary meetings. A lot gets accomplished at meetings.
Yeah.
You can meeting yourself to death.
I have worked at places that love to have meetings, and a lot of stuff could have been just told to you or sent an email or something like that.
And one last thing, do what you love. And there you go.
Mm-hmm.
There you go. And then you don't worry about time management after that.
Well, that's true.
How about that? So that was my little kick in the pants this morning. It is 8:35. Of course, you're listening to the Quik Mart Hour.
Yes.
Usually with Keith and Kevin. And Keith is on a little journey.
Yeah.
He's on a 10-100.
Yeah.
And
a personal break.
A personal break.
I'm sure he told us what he was doing. But.
Yeah. What'd you say, a nudist colony?
Yeah, he's going to enlist in a nudist colony. as a volunteer librarian.
I hope he's watching.
Well, you know, he will. He may not be watching right now, but I guarantee you
he will.
He will at some time.
He will later on. And, of course, sometime during the program and before we end, we're going to give away our $25 gift card.
Yes.
From Quik Mart convenience stores. And I don't think we have it here. So we'll have to wait.
No.
We'll put you as a winner, and we'll tell you when the cards are here. How about that? When the time comes. What did you have left over? We're going to talk about some stuff you've got.
Well, I got all kinds of different stuff. I got sayings. I got some trivia. We ain't going to do no trivia, so I don't have trivia.
We don't have trivia?
Do you want to talk about the Doge or anything like that?
Well, I could talk about it.
Well, I just thought it was interesting that you know all these people got mad when they asked him to email in and describe what they have been doing in their job and what they have accomplished in their job and all that, and they all got mad.
Yeah. What if your management somewhere up the line just said, hey, I want you to give us an account of what you did last week?
Yeah, I can tell you.
But would you say, well, that would just make you mad and decide that, well, you don't have a right to ask that or something?
Yeah, I don't understand that.
I don't either. I really don't either.
Unless you was doing nothing.
Well, apparently.
There might have been a little bit of that going
on. There's something biblical about that. If you think of one of the parables, there was a master that said, I want you to give an account. In one of the parables, he wanted to give his folks to give an account of what they'd been doing. And the ones where he gave the one 10 talents, 5 talents, 1 talent, all that, when the master came back, he said, well, let's give an account of what you did. And the one that did nothing got in a lot of trouble. There was one that buried his. There was one that buried his in the ground, and he said, here, I just kept what you give me, and here's what you gave me back. And the master didn't like that at all because he was slothful. Right?
So he thought he was doing good by not doing anything with it.
Well, he was scared. He was scared to do anything.
Well, yeah.
And the other two put their money to use and made a gain, and then gave an account of the gain that they got. And so anyway, when you're given a responsibility and a task, to do a good job, that's it.
Unless you didn't do something, then I can see.
So.
I don't, and of course they're going through. A lot of people I know that do not like this idea, which I don't understand. And of course he had a little speech yesterday, him and the president, and he was truthful. He said, if you continue running the United States like this, we will go bankrupt. He said, there's no way we can continue to spend this trillions and trillions of dollars in debt like this.
I think everybody kind of knew that.
Yeah, but
I think
but apparently nobody cared.
I think we all knew that, and evidently we all of us, me included, just wanted to see how long we could get away with it.
Apparently so. Yeah.
I wonder how long this is going to work.
We keep going to the check cashing place and checks.
It's like one day I think one of us said they wanted us to buy something or whatever, and I said, or one of us made the comment, well, I don't have the money for that,
Right.
And the boy says, well, just go to the machine and get some more.
Yeah.
Just go to that machine over there and get some more money, because he was used to seeing us go to the cash machine.
Right. Yeah. Or so I was growing up, it was writing checks. So well, you still got checks, just write a check for it. You got to have money to cover the check. Can't just write a check for that stuff.
We live in a good spot in the world. Anybody who lives in the United States and is a part of this country has tremendous opportunity and a level of living that is far above most places in the world, or a lot of places in the world, I should say. We enjoy a lot of creature comforts and conveniences.
Yes, compared to a lot of.
You think about just going to the grocery store and being able to pick from like 500 different kinds of cereal.
Exactly.
Seriously.
Yeah.
You can pick from 500 different kinds of cereal if whatever you want is there.
Mm-hmm.
Speaking of whatever you want, Big John. Scoot around to the microphone
here so we can see. You want some headphones?
No.
Oh, okay.
We are stamping out ignorance here on this show today.
That's right.
And I walk in.
And here you come.
Here come. Can't nobody stamp you out, can they?
No. When it comes to ignorance, I am the man.
John Huntley has joined us, of course, and we're in the middle of the Quik Mart Hour. Our qualifiers called in before we even asked them to.
That's right. They was excited.
They're waiting on you.
Yeah, we were here and ready. We've been talking about time management.
Yeah.
Oh, man, I'm perfect on that.
Are you really?
Ask my wife.
Yeah, I figured you were. We figured you were good at it. So what's new in your world, my buddy?
Not a whole lot. Trying to sell some cars.
Well, did you still have the truck that I wanted?
No.
Well, why not?
You need to pull it. When I tell you pull the trigger, you need to pull the trigger.
You didn't tell me.
That's a time management stuff, ain't it?
That's time management.
Yeah, he waited too long.
I bet I know who bought it because he was looking at it one day when I was up there looking at it.
Oh, really?
I won't say his name on there, but I told him, I said, "Don't get that truck. That's my truck."
I know. Yeah, I had to think a minute who bought. It was a very nice truck, and it's hard to find a 3/4 ton gas truck these days.
Yeah.
So next time I tell you pull the trigger, don't even ask me the price. Just bring me a blank check.
Well, yes, I will do that. And I'll do that with you if you'll do that with me on real estate.
Watch out now. That's a different level.
Anyway, two can play that game.
There you go.
There we go. Yeah, all right. So you don't have any good time management hints, anything that you practice or do?
No, I'm not. I've never been good. I just kind of play the.
So you're a winging it kind of guy.
I wing it. Winged it all my life.
Well, I have too for the most part. Now, I've tried to steer it in.
Mm-hmm.
And we were talking about things to try to do. Make a list. You ever make a list?
No, I don't do list. I don't like to have anything scheduled.
Really?
I don't like to have a day off and somebody say, like my wife, you need to be somewhere at 6 o'clock. It ruins the whole day because I've got to work that 6 o'clock appointment or whatever it is in. I don't like that.
So what do you mean it ruins the whole day?
I'm thinking about it. I can't do anything.
But what do you do with your day then?
Well, I mean, I work up to that point where she tells me I got to be there.
No, I mean, if you didn't have a list or no appointments or no nothing, then what do you do?
Whatever happens, happens.
Okay.
Do you multitask?
No, I don't.
Okay.
So here's the thing then.
He doesn't multitask.
We need to tell your sweet wife, and she is a very sweet lady. We need to tell her not to tell you ahead of time. Just walk in and say, "Hey, it's time for us to be so and so."
I don't like that either.
Well,
I thought you said you don't want to plan it, so you don't like to be ambushed or surprised.
That's right.
You don't like to plan it.
That's right.
You just don't like to do it.
Just leave me alone. I'm obligated to go to Heritage Automotive and sell cars from 9 to 6. That's the only obligation I want.
So the rest of the time, you just want to do what you want to do.
100%.
And they do not understand that, do they?
Nobody understands that. I wouldn't be a good doctor by working by appointments.
You wouldn't?
Nope.
Huh. Well, this is enlightening.
So how's your stress level? Is it pretty low, or
I'm chill. I'm chill.
You chill?
Yeah, I've never seen him excited.
Have you not?
No, I've never seen him excited.
Not even about a guitar or something, you know?
You could wave gravy and biscuits in front of him and he wouldn't get excited.
Well, that sounds good. I'm gonna stop at Quik Mart when I leave here. I promise you that.
Yeah. He said it last week, and he was in front of me. He whooped in there. Come out with a handful of food.
Yep.
All right, here is 30 cheat codes for life that no one tells you. 30 cheat codes for life that no one. Now, I wouldn't say no one tells you this because there's things in here that I've heard before. But I'm trying to help you.
Okay.
I'm trying to help you.
Trying to help you cheat, apparently.
Because I can tell by looking at you that you need help.
I do need help. Yeah. No, it's obvious.
Kevin don't need as much help, but
I don't.
Yeah. He's first of all, wake up early. We do that. We do that early. Make your bed. Do you make?
No. My wife. Oh man, she does, and it kind of gets under my skin.
Really?
When I was a bachelor, and I was a bachelor for a long time, the only time I made my bed was when I had a lady that cleaned my house, and she would make it for me. That was once a week.
Well, see, that's a good habit to have. Those to make your bed.
Yeah.
Here's
really
my
is.
problem.
we've got 17 pillows on our bed. And I'm not joking. And if my wife's listening, I got a problem with it.
No.
So you have to, and does the pillows have a certain way
Yes,
they have
they
to
do.
go and all that stuff?
They have a certain order.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we went through that for a while, but luckily for me, my wife decided she was tired of that too.
Yeah.
So we don't have
I can
a
see
whole,
where that'd be aggravating.
whole ton of pillows.
No, I'm telling you, we're 17. I've counted them.
Yep.
And mad about it.
Yep.
So you go in there at night and you just knock all the pillows off
Here's
on
the
the floor?
problem. I fall asleep in the recliner, then I have to go in there and remove those 17 pillows before I can crash.
Yeah. Well, I'm looking through this list of good codes for for life, and there's one here that I don't think you have a problem with at all.
What's that?
It says learn to say no. I think you got that one nailed down. Oh my gosh. Carry cash.
That's hard to do anymore.
I always carry a little cash.
I got very little. Yeah.
But I for some reason, I've just always made a habit of carrying at least a little cash.
Well, our checks are direct deposit now, and
my father-in-law always carried cash because he said you never know when you're going to find a bargain, and most people ain't going to take a check from you.
There's a lot of truth to that. Yeah. Of course, he was into buying cars.
Yeah, well, he
and stuff,
bought cars, so yeah. And nobody off the streets is going to take a check.
Yeah. We got a problem with number 15 on
What's
this
that?
list. It says listen more than you speak.
Yeah. Around here we do.
Yeah, this is not the place to say that. What other we got a problem with? Move your body.
Move you.
Yeah.
Like exercise?
Walk, stretch, exercise, do that kind of stuff.
How many steps a day you get in?
I get in quite a few.
Do you? Okay.
Do you keep a small emergency fund?
I try to.
Keep an emergency fund?
It's called American Express.
Yeah. All right. What about reading? This on the list. These are things that help you through life. Read daily, and I'm not talking about reading for work, but reading for either good information or
like a book,
self-improvement, or entertainment. Just reading. Are you a reader?
No. I've read a few books in my life, but I'm not a bookworm.
I'm not a bookworm either. Now I listen to books.
Yeah, you mentioned that before.
I have a hard time sitting down and reading. Reading like that is hard for me. But now when I'm in the vehicle, I'm usually listening to something.
Yeah, I'm listening.
You're listening.
I'm listening to music.
I don't listen. I don't listen to music much. I'm either listening to talk radio or I'm listening to an audio book of some sort. I do enjoy that actually. What are you doing over there?
My phone's going off.
Sounds like a rattlesnake.
Yeah, it does, don't it? That's what made me jump there. I occasionally will read. I'll get if I start a book, I like to finish it, but I don't read every day. I just finished the Black Crowes book about the band stuff, so I read about that.
Oh, the Black Crowes band?
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
I remember them.
Yeah, the drummer he had wrote a book about it. So
what was one of their big hits?
Hard to Handle.
Oh yeah, Hard to Handle.
Mm-hmm. Otis Redding song.
And
She Talks to Angels.
Did they do Keep Your Hands to Yourself?
Yeah. No.
That was somebody else.
That was Georgia Satellites.
Georgia Satellites.
Mm-hmm.
I remember that. All right. Anyway, see, I got music people in here now. I could ask questions about that.
Yeah, we were on that deal last week. It was all about music.
Yeah,
That's right. You done so good.
It was. It is 8:49. You're listening to the Quik Mart Hour. We remind you the good things that you can find at your local Quik Mart stores.
That's right.
And they're so convenient, too. In and out in a hurry, and you can get where you're going. You got good fuel right there for you, and a snack awaits you any time of the day or
Join
night.
a rewards program. You can
That's
get money off the price of fuel.
That's right. Do that rewards program. That's pretty cool, actually.
Yeah, we using it enough. I normally always get at least 10 cents.
At least 10 cents off every time I fill up, and I got to fill up today. Matter of fact, I'm going on a little journey. I've got to go up to Franklin here in a little while and meet someone to look at a possible sale, and I plan on making my Quik Mart stop on the way. I'll be doing that. I promise you that. I got to fill up for one thing, and I'll get a snack for the road because I need it.
Got to have it.
You gonna get biscuits and gravy too?
That's right. Let's talk to somebody here
All
right quick.
right.
Let's see who wants to talk to us. I bet it's Peggy. How are you?
Well, I will tell you that if you need to get something done, write it down, because you're literally taking it out of your brain and bringing it into the physical world. In other words, you're taking it out of the mental and putting it onto something physical.
Yeah, I agree with that.
And research. But I was going to also give a hint for Quik Mart. Do not go to the one at the end of Springer and Highway 64 at about 10 or 15 minutes before 3 o'clock. It'll be like the tax office today or tomorrow. I usually don't go there. And yesterday I had this bright idea. I forgot lunch. I cannot believe it. Anorexia setting in. And so I just drew myself together, think I wouldn't see a soul. Like, I thought I wasn't going to get a parking place at. And I mean, they are drive kind of crazy. I guess they're getting food for them or their kids or something.
Yeah.
Didn't have by the way, this is not a criticism, but usually they were out of cornbread and bread, so they do a thriving pick up the kids business.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Well, thank you, hon. Yeah, that's a busy store, especially a couple of times a day right there.
About 3 o'clock, I guess that's when the schools are letting out.
Schools are letting out
so
and
that's
coming and going.
Everybody has to stop and get a sun drop or whatever.
It's a good place to see people.
Yeah, hey, you can see everybody right there.
You stop when you go to school, and then you stop when you get out of school.
Yeah.
So you stop when you go, and you go when you stop.
Yep.
Exactly.
There you go. I got it. I got it. That's the Quik Mart convenience way right there.
Yes, it is.
Anyway, what am I trying to... I'm looking for more life hack hints here.
You found another good one?
She reiterated the fact that I said,
well, yeah.
Write it down.
Write it down.
Make a list of things you want to get done, and it helps. I'm telling you it does.
And you do it the night before, right?
And what's your answer to everything?
I'm lost.
No.
No. Your answer is no.
No.
There you go. Here's one that I'm terrible at, is use people's names when you're talking to them.
Yeah, I'm not good at that. I should be better.
I should be better at that, too.
I have a hard time remembering people's names. I remember your face, and I remember that I know you.
See, and what I do is I substitute, buddy. Hey, bud. Thank you, dude. Whatever.
Yeah.
You know, I use
Hey,
all
big
these.
guy.
What about it, dude? What about it, man?
So I went to a class, an all-day class one time to learn how to remember people's names. You associate them with something, and that reminds you of it.
Yeah. So
how'd that work for you?
Like you.
Who are you?
Like John. So if I wanted to associate, if I wanted to say John, how would I remember John and say
car lot? Maybe, I don't know.
Yeah, but that don't have anything to do with a car. I mean, John.
Goatee.
Oh, I got it. Toilet, John.
That's true.
Sorry.
So my bad experience with that. Hey, buddy, I had a guy walk in one day, and I held the door. I said, "Hey, buddy." He goes, "First of all, I'm not your buddy."
Oh boy.
And that kind of struck me. And that's been 30 years ago.
Oh,
and
yeah.
I haven't forgotten it. So
what'd you say?
I go, "How can I help you, Mister?"
He
was mad. He was.
How can I help you?
Oh, he's already mad.
He was mad when he's walking in the door. So
Sometimes that happens.
yeah.
When someone's mad to start with, you can't do much with it.
Yeah, I called him buddy, and he didn't like it.
He didn't like it.
Well, he could have been like one of my fellow mechanics back a long time ago. He was standing there, and he was talking to a customer, and he kept saying, "Yes, sir, sir, yes, sir. We need to do this to your truck, sir, sir, sir." And finally, the customer stopped him and said, "I am a woman."
Oh yeah. I've kind of made that mistake once before, too.
Yes, ma'am. He started in his course, yes, ma'am. But on his behalf, she was chewing tobacco, wearing overalls, and had cropped off hair. And we all thought she was a guy. So, and he was definitely not doing it on purpose.
Oh, my gosh.
Yes. So that was...
Got to be careful these days.
Well, yeah, it's been, especially these days, yeah.
It reminds me of dude look like a lady.
Mm-hmm. Lady look like a dude. It's the other way around.
Oh my gosh, we're about to run out of time, and we need to do our giveaway.
Oh yes,
for Quik Mart. We're going to give away a $25 gift card.
Mm-hmm.
We've already got our qualifiers. They called in early. Read off the qualifiers we got over there.
I did not get. What is Gloria's last name?
Gloria Keener.
Gloria Keener.
And
she was the first one. Randy Weeks.
Yes, that's right.
Tony Dick. John Griffin, Phyllis Dearman, is that right?
Phyllis Dearman, yeah.
Okay, Willard Chapman. And you had some bonus ones, Jeff Kinslow, Ann Davis, and Dennis Tipper.
Yeah, the bonus.
The bonus.
They get a free pizza, y'all. It'll be delivered sometime today.
You just go over to Dennis's house. And
I was
he'll
wondering
show
if
you.
somebody on the top 6 has got to pass away before they get to
It'll
qualify.
be delivered. Now listen. We'll give away the $25 gift card, compliments of Quik Mart, and you can use that card for anything at the store.
Anything at the store.
Or fuel itself. That you can use it, anything at the store or fuel. And of course, it's not here yet. It probably won't. The cards probably won't be here till Keith gets back. And Keith won't be back for 2 weeks.
Right. He's going to miss today, and he'll miss next week.
He'll miss next week. So we'll keep you on the list. You're going to keep up with that, I hope?
Yep, we'll keep up with it.
All right, and I will too. It'll be here in my book. But I'm going to give it a roll right quick and see who our winner is. See who it is. I missed the whole thing. Let's try that one more time. And our winner is number 5, Phyllis Dearman.
Number 5, Phyllis Dearman.
Phyllis Dearman, right
so
there.
Phyllis, we'll have your card in a few weeks.
Yeah, I'll put a little note up there or note somewhere, and we'll have your card for you. And John, remember to
I ain't making my bed.
To make your bed. And the thing that strikes me though is I tried to solve your problem, and I figured out that you're just not going to have it.
Mm-mm.
He don't want to be solved.
He don't want to be solved.
I don't. I'm good with what I'm doing.
Evidently, he is. Hey, tell me about any guitars you got right now.
I've got a 1963 Gibson Classical gut string.
Yeah, you told me about that. You sent me a picture of that. Is that the one you're selling or trading on?
I'll do whatever.
You do whatever. Okay. All right. Well, I may have to talk to you on that one. I am in search of some old ones. I want some old wall hangers.
I got some I'll give you.
I want some old wall hangers.
I really do got some I'll give you.
Really?
You just want to hang them in here?
I
something?
want to hang them at my office.
Okay.
I want some wall hangers.
I buy a bunch, and I bought 12 a few months ago, and 2 of them were. I bought 12 just to get 2 of them.
Really?
Yeah.
Well,
so they come in a big lot.
Mm-hmm. They should get them out of here.
You know, like down at Weathers Brothers, some old ones like that. I want some of that hanging on my walls.
Yeah, I got some. I'll give you. And if they're not good enough to hang on your wall, throw them away.
All right, good deal. Hang on. Let's get a phone call in right quick. Good morning. How are you?
Jeff.
Yes.
Get John to tell you about my uncle got his fingers cut off. The sawmill had a Martin guitar. Ask John about it.
All right, Martin guitar. This is Lanny's uncle. His fingers get
cut off at the sawmill. He wants you to tell the story about the Martin guitar.
I think Lanny, you're going to have to remind me of that, and I'll tell it next week.
All right,
it must be a good one.
We'll get Lanny in here too.
Yeah, that's what we should do.
Listen. Next week, Lanny, if you're listening, Keith ain't going to be here, so we can do whatever we want to.
That's right.
And you guys come in next week, next Wednesday. And
I'm sorry, Lanny, I forgot that story.
We'll share that story and others as well. Listen, Lanny, he's full of stories.
I know.
Hey, you've wasted a perfectly good hour listening.
Oh, yes.
You got to go see buddy. Listening to the Quik Mart Hour here. And, of course, we appreciate the folks at Quik Mart. And I know that most of you do, too, because I go in and out of there, and I see lots of my fellow Lawrenceburgians.
Yes. It's a popular
Quik Mart
place.
stores. And we appreciate you coming there. We've got about, a good full minute. Tell us what you're going to do today, buddy.
I am going to go to work at the real job and hopefully have a great day. I'm going to try to plan my day and not say no to everything and not multitask.
Do one task.
Do one thing at a time.
One thing at a time. You know, like Charles Emerson Winchester. You know who that is?
Mm-hmm. On MASH.
On MASH. Mm-hmm. He said, I do one thing at a time. I do it very well, and then I move on. Do you remember that?
Yes. That's very wise words.
Very wise words. He said, I do one thing at a time. I do it very well, and then I move on. How about that? So there you go. For those of us who can't figure that out, I guess we'll work on it.
We'll have to work on that.
He was one of my favorite characters.
Really?
Yeah. I didn't like him at first, but he grew on me.
Oh, okay.
Because I thought it ended up being funny the way that his life was. Mm-hmm. And oh my gosh! And I remember one too that he had. Someone had sent him for Christmas, sent him all those really expensive candies. You remember this?
Uh-huh.
And he wanted to give them to these little orphans in that place over there. And then he found out that whoever he gave them to that was supposed to give them to the orphans had sold them. And it just infuriated him. So he goes up and he's gonna get physical with this guy that he sold them to because he didn't give them to the children. And the guy explained to him, he said, "Look, I can sell those and feed those kids for months rather than giving them this." And then it kind of broke him.
Yeah.
Because it got serious. It was
Right,
it was like you were mad too until you found out this guy was trying to do something much better with that candy. It's pretty cool. Pretty cool. The Quik Mart Hour, everybody, and Kevin's been helping me out here. I appreciate you, bud. Go have a great day.
I appreciate you too.
Go have a great day.
You too.
See you, man.
The 10% tariff on China, writing illicit drugs like fentanyl keep flowing into the U.S. at unacceptable levels. In a few hours, the president will meet with